welcome to my channel. Today we'll be making this star yarn spinner, so let's just jump right into it. Using weight for acrylic yarn, white, taking this down, yellow, and a clasp. I'm using a keychain and also a K-size hook. So the first thing you want to do is start with a magic circle. If you don't know how to do a magic circle, chain 4, slip stitch back into the first chain. We're going to make a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. Yarn over and work into the ring, placing 14 double crochets into this ring for a total of 15 double crochets inside your magic ring. Pull the ring close, slip stitch into the third chain, slip stitch into the third chain, and there we have it. First round, 15 double crochets. We're going to chain up 3, which will always from here and out count as a double crochet. You want to yarn over and go into that same space you just slip stitched into with that chain 3 and do another double crochet. In the next double crochet, we're going to make another double crochet. And for this round, we're going to double each stitch. So we will place 2 double crochets inside of each double crochet. So you should have 30 double crochets by the end of this round. And once we are done, we will slip stitch into the third chain. Okay, and again we will start with a chain 3. I am making mine just a bit tighter. And in the next stitch we will place 2 double crochets. In the next stitch we will place 1 double crochet. Double crochet increase. And in the following stitch we will place 2 double crochets. So for this round the repeat is going to be 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets in the next, and continue that all the way around. At the end of this round you should have 45 double crochets in total. Slip stitch to the third chain to join the round. Now we will start the actual star shape. So from here, we are not going to chain 1. We're going to hold that loop around our hook. We're going to go back into that same chain 3 space where we slip stitched and make a single crochet. In the next stitch, we are going to make a half double crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to make a double crochet. Okay, in the next stitch we're going to make a double crochet, then we're going to yarn over twice and we're going to place a treble crochet in that same stitch, all into one stitch. Okay, both of those, and then you want to chain 2. We're going to yarn over twice, and in the next stitch place a treble crochet. And then we're going to place a double crochet into the same stitch. In the following stitch we're going to place a double crochet. Into the next stitch we're going to place a half double crochet. And then we're going to place a single crochet in the following stitch. And lastly we will place a slip stitch into the last stitch. Just keep repeating this exact sequence around. You should have 5 points by the end. Okay, that is how you create the points of this star. Ending with a slip stitch into that last stitch. Okay, so right before we made our single crochet, the last stitch should be a slip stitch. Okay, so from here, your star should be complete. You should have 5 points around. Okay, we have now completed the star. The only thing you have to do is cut your yarn and weave in the tails. Making sure you pull your ring tight to close. Next, we will use a smaller hook, and this is optional, so you can use the same size hook. I went down a few sizes. I am using an eye hook here, and I am still doubling up my yarn. I decided to use a different color for the outside, and so I am joining my yarn at the treble stitch right after the chain 2 space, any one you choose. After joining your yarn, you want to chain 1 and go into that same stitch with a half double crochet. Okay, go into the following stitch with a half double crochet, the next with the half double crochet, the next with a half double crochet, and lastly, right before you get to the bottom point, or the valley as most times it's called, you want to place a half double crochet. So we are just going down the number of stitches we have. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 before we get to that slip stitch here. So simple enough, you will always have 5 going down, 5 going up, and in every slip stitch, which will be tight, you want to place a single crochet. Okay, so we're going to place a single crochet here, not a half double crochet, and I'm going to make this tight. So I pulled my yarn down to my hook very tight, I pulled my single crochet very tight, a half double crochet in the next stitch, and in each of the next 4 stitches, all the way until I reach my chain 2 space. And as you see, it gives a dip here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the chain 2 space, we're going to place a half double crochet, chain 2, and place another half double crochet into that chain 2 space, just like that. And then we're going to continue the pattern down, not forgetting to half double crochet in the very first treble stitch that's next. Okay, so you will always have 5 half doubles going down, single crochet in the slip stitch, 5 half double crochets going up, and then in the chain 2 space you will have a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet. Okay, continue that all the way around. Once you come to the end, you want to weave in your ends. I did only 1 round and I doubled that, and this is how it came out. Since I used a smaller hook, it kind of cinches in my sides. So if you use a hook that you use throughout this whole project, which is the K size, then your yarn won't bunch up as much. But I like the kind of cone domey shape that it gives my spinner, but you don't have to do that. That's just a personal preference. So moving on to the strap, we will make a chain. Now this chain depends on how long you want your strap to be. Me personally, I wanted a semi-long strap. You can make this as long or as short as you would like. We'll make a chain between 60 and 70. If you want to go longer, be my guest. If you want to go shorter, that's up to you. Just make sure it's an even number. So I did 66 chains and I counted back 6 stitches. So you will start in the 6th stitch from your hook if you would like to follow what I did. Any even number pattern, you will start back 6 stitches. So as you see, we have our chain at the bottom, 3 chains, and our chain 1. So we will make a double crochet in that 6th stitch. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . chain 1, skip a stitch. In the following stitch, we'll make a double crochet, chain 1. So very simple, very basic. We will be doing a mesh pattern, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and into the following stitch you will do the same thing. Okay, so you want to keep repeating this pattern all the way down to the end. And now that we are back, you will finish that double crochet, close this round off with the chain 1, make sure you pull that tight, and cut your yarn. You should have something like this so far, and this is all customizable. You can do one color, multiple colors, it's all up to you. So now I am going back to my K-hook. I am using my contrasting yarn that I did with the last round of my star, and I am joining my yarn into the last chain space. I'm going to chain 1 and make a single crochet. While crocheting over my tail, I am also going to make another single crochet. Now I crocheted over my tails here, but you can weave in your ends and make this a lot less bulky, but I was just trying to get this out to you guys, so I just went along with the flow. So in this last chain space, including around the double crochet as you see that I'm doing, we will make 6 single crochets in total around this entire edge part, enclosing the last double crochet. Okay, so like this. And then from here, we will make 2 single crochets into every chain 1 space. Okay, so in every chain 1 space, we will do 2 single crochets. And you will keep doing this all the way down till you get to the other side, which at this corner you will do the same thing we just did to start. You will do 6 single crochets around that space and enclosing the double crochet, and then we will work back up along the side, 2 single crochets into every chain 1 space. Once we get to the end, we will cut our yarn and weave in our end. And simple enough, here's the strap. Very easy. So now we will take our keychain, place it around our strap, slide it down a bit, turn the strap wrong sides facing out. We're going to start at the end where the 6 single crochets are, whip stitch those together, going in one side, out the other, and back in through the first side, out the second side. And you want to keep doing that back and forth through the 6 stitches. You want to pull it a little tight. I weaved in my ends to the middle, and then I tied them tight together. One, and I tied it again, and then I cut. And there you go. That is the strap. And then the only thing you have to do is just adjust your ring down to the middle. I just pulled mine down, made sure that it was kind of at where I seamed everything together like this, and that's it. So if you need to take this down, you can. If you need to reuse your key ring, you can also take it off. So last but not least, we are going to make the center where it holds the yarn. So we are going to grab both of our colors, use our K hook, and we're going to make a chain of 25. Okay, so for here, we are going to turn our work over, count the back bumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th back bump, we are going to make a slip stitch. Okay, and then in every back bump down until the end, we will make 1 slip stitch. So into the very last chain, do your last slip stitch, pull up, and make sure you leave a little bit of a tail because we will be needing this space. This is what you should have at this point, and you should have a little opening right here at the top. So now we will grab our star, and since we have 15 double crochets here in the center, You just want to get it as even as you possibly can, and we are going to attach the centerpiece to the star. So there is really no wrong way to do this. You are going in between the posts of the double crochets, not into the top chain itself. So in between the spaces here, I will put, once I get it in one side, I will just kind of match that as best as I can to the other side, because we do have an uneven number. It's as centered as I possibly can make it. I'm going to move my middle tail out of the way that I started my magic ring with, and then I'm just going to take my ends and tie them tight under the star. So I'm going to pull them tight. I'm going to tie it and pull tight. Check my placement one more time. I like it. And then I'm going to make a double knot. I'm going to weave in my middle tails just a bit to get those out of the way. Cut that. Very easy, very simple. And there you go. So here's your yarn spinner. Please enjoy it. I hope you like this tutorial. If you have any questions, please let me know and I will be more than happy to answer them. And this is how you use it. So usually I just take a crochet hook and go through the center so I won't have to be fighting with my fingers. I hook that around the loop and I just pull it through. So of course it does have a center pull. I just make sure that the yarn doesn't come out. I take the key ring and put it around. And there you go. You can just pull from the outside. This can hang on your arm. It can hang anywhere. And there you go. Easy enough. I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this video. If you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.